Manchester United injury news. 3 players set to miss City derby as Mazraoui gets boost. Welcome to United News, your most trusted source for all things Manchester United. When you need the latest news, injury updates, and match analysis, this is where you come for reliable information. We bring you the facts that matter most to every United fan around the world. The big question: can United handle the derby without key players? Sunday's Manchester derby at the Etihad Stadium is just around the corner. Every United fan is asking the same thing: will our injury problems cost us against our biggest rivals? The international break gave our players time to rest, but it also brought new worries about who will be fit to face Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. This derby means everything. City have already lost twice this season to Brighton and Tottenham. Could United become the third team to beat them? The answer might depend on which players Ruben Amorim can count on come Sunday afternoon. The current injury picture. Let's start with the bad news first. 3 key players are facing serious doubts for the biggest match of the season so far. Matheus Cunha, touch and go. Cunha picked up an injury during the 3-2 win over Burnley before the international break. The Brazilian forward had to come off during that match, and Amorim looked worried on the touchline. After the game, our manager admitted he wasn't sure how serious the injury was. It was hard to lose a player like Cunha, Amorim said after the Burnley win. I don't know if they are long-term injuries, I don't know. But I'm concerned about that. They are so important for us, so we'll see. This is a big blow if Cunha can't make it. He's been one of our most important attacking players this season. His pace and skill cause problems for every defense he faces. Without him, we lose a key weapon in our fight against City. Mason Mount playing through pain. The situation with Mason Mount is even more concerning. The England midfielder also came off against Burnley. But here's the shocking part. Amorim revealed that Mount played for 30 minutes while already injured. Mount played like 30 minutes with an injury, the manager explained. This shows just how much Mount wanted to help the team, but it also raises questions about how bad his injury really is. Mount has been trying to prove himself at United ever since his move from Chelsea. When he's fit and playing well, he gives us that extra creativity in midfield. Losing him for the derby would be another huge problem for Amorim to solve. The mystery third player. While the club hasn't officially named the third player dealing with injury concerns, sources close to the team suggest that another squad member picked up a knock during international duty. This adds to Amorim's headaches as he plans his team for Sunday. The good news: Mazraoui's return. Now for some positive news that every United fan needs to hear. Noussair Mazraoui is back and ready to make a difference. From injury nightmare to derby hope. Last season was a roller coaster for Mazraoui. Under both Erik ten Hag and Amorim, he became one of our most reliable players. The Moroccan defender played an incredible 57 games across all competitions. That's almost every single match United played last season. But then disaster struck on the final day of the season against Aston Villa. Mazraoui suffered an injury that kept him out for months. United fans worried about whether he would ever get back to his best form. The good news is that he's back. He returned to action in that 3-2 win over Burnley, and now he's a serious option for Amorim's starting 11 against City. Learning from Premier League demands. Mazraoui recently spoke to The National about his first season in English football. His words show just how much he's learned about what it takes to succeed in the Premier League. On a personal level, my fitness and the amount of games I played, I can look back to a good season, the 27-year-old explained. In fitness, the Premier League is always different than the other competitions. What makes the Premier League so different? Mazraoui pointed out one key factor that many fans don't think about. No winter break, obviously. The games were following up really fast. This is something that catches many players off guard when they first arrive in England. In other European leagues, players get a break in winter to rest and recover. In the Premier League, the games just keep coming. Christmas, New Year, it doesn't matter, the matches continue. The mental switch that made the difference. But here's the most interesting part of what Mazraoui said. He revealed that he had to change his whole mindset to succeed in English football. You hope to stay fit and play as much as possible. That hadn't always been the case for me, he admitted. The Premier League is a bigger demand than other competitions, so you must take even more of your body. This honesty is refreshing. Many players struggle with injuries when they first join the Premier League. The pace is faster, the physicality is greater, and the schedule is relentless. I had a switch in my mindset, be fit and ready, and I think that helped me play so many games. This mental change clearly worked. Playing 57 games in your first season at a new club is incredible. It shows that Mazraoui not only adapted to English football but mastered it. What this means for the derby. So how do these injury updates affect United's chances against City? Let's break it down. Defensive stability. With Mazraoui back and fit, Amorim has more options in defense. The Moroccan can play as a right back or even slot into a back three if needed. His pace and defensive awareness will be crucial against City's attacking threats. City have players like Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, and Bernardo Silva who can hurt any defense. Having a fit and experienced defender like Mazraoui available gives Amorim more tactical flexibility. Missing the creative spark. On the other hand, potentially losing both Cunha and Mount is a serious problem. These are two of our most creative players. They're the ones who can find that killer pass or create something out of nothing. Against a team like City, who will probably have most of the possession, United need players who can hurt them on the counterattack. Cunha's pace and Mount's passing could be exactly what we need to win this game. The bigger picture, Lisandro Martinez's recovery. There's also some encouraging news about another key defender. Lisandro Martinez is slowly making his way back from a serious injury. The Argentina international has been out since February with an ACL injury. That's nearly a full season missed due to one of the worst injuries a footballer can suffer. ACL injuries often keep players out for 9 to 12 months, and there's always worry about whether they'll return to their previous level. But the latest reports suggest Martinez is back training on grass at Carrington. This is a huge step in his recovery. While he won't be ready for the City game, seeing him back on the training pitch is great news for the future. Martinez was one of our best defenders before his injury. His partnership with other center-backs gave United real stability at the back. Having him return later in the season could be like making a new signing. Amorim's challenge. All of these injury issues present a big challenge for Ruben Amorim. The Portuguese manager is still relatively new to English football, and managing injuries is one of the hardest parts of the job. Tactical flexibility. The good news is that Amorim has shown he can adapt his tactics based on available players. If Cunha and Mount can't play, he'll need to find different ways to create chances against City. This might mean giving opportunities to younger players or changing the formation completely. United fans have seen how quickly Amorim can change his approach during games. Squad depth questions. But these injuries also raise questions about United's squad depth. When 2 or 3 key players get injured, how well can the team cope? This is something every top club needs to address. City have incredible depth in their squad. If one player gets injured, they have world-class replacements ready to step in. United are still building toward that level of depth across the team. What United fans should expect. So what can United supporters expect come Sunday afternoon? Here's the realistic picture. A different game plan. Without some key attacking players, United might need to be more defensive against City. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Some of United's best performances against top teams have come when they've been compact and look to hit on the break. Amorim will probably set up the team to frustrate City and look for chances when they get forward. With players like Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho still available, United have pace to hurt City if they can win the ball back quickly. Mazraoui's importance. Having Mazraoui fit and available gives United much better balance. He's one of the few players in the squad who has the pace to deal with City's quick attackers. His experience will be crucial in a high-pressure game like this. Young players getting chances. If several first-team players are unavailable, this could be an opportunity for some younger players to show what they can do. United have always been a club that gives chances to youth, and a Manchester derby would be an incredible stage for a young player to make their mark. The road ahead. Looking beyond just this one game, these injury problems highlight some important points about United's season. Managing the schedule. The Premier League season is long and demanding. As Mazraoui pointed out, There's no winter break and games come thick and fast. United need to manage their squad carefully to avoid more injuries. This means rotating players when possible and making sure everyone is as fit as possible. The international breaks can actually help with this, giving players time to recover. Building squad depth. United also need to continue building squad depth. When key players get injured, the team needs quality replacements ready to step in. This is an ongoing project that will take time and investment. Learning from setbacks. How United respond to these injury challenges will say a lot about the team's character. The best teams find ways to win even when they don't have their strongest lineup available. The derby atmosphere. Of course, none of this changes the fact that Sunday's game will be incredible to watch. Manchester derbies are always special, no matter who's playing. The Etihad Stadium will be rocking. City fans will be confident after their team's strong start to the season. United fans will travel in huge numbers, hoping their team can pull off a famous victory. These are the games that define seasons. Win at City, and suddenly everything looks different. The confidence boost could carry United forward for months. Final thoughts, reasons for hope. Despite all the injury concerns, United fans shouldn't lose hope. Football is unpredictable, and derbies are often decided by moments of magic rather than who has the better team on paper. Mazraoui's return gives United a proven Premier League performer who knows what it takes to succeed at the highest level. His experience and fitness could be exactly what the team needs. Martinez's progress in his recovery also shows that United will have more options available as the season goes on. Getting key players back from injury is like making new signings. Most importantly, Amorim has shown he can get the best out of whatever players he has available. His tactical flexibility and ability to motivate players could make all the difference on Sunday. Conclusion. Trust in United News. As we build up to Sunday's massive derby, remember that United News will be here with all the latest updates. When team news breaks, when lineups are announced, when the final whistle blows, we'll have the coverage you need. Football is about more than just the players who are available. It's about heart, determination, and the will to win. United have all of these qualities, even with some key players missing. The injury situation isn't ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. Mazraoui's return shows that players can come back stronger. The team's spirit and Amorim's tactical knowledge give United every chance of success. Keep checking back with United News for all the latest developments. We're your trusted source for everything Manchester United, bringing you the news that matters most to fans around the world. Sunday can't come soon enough. Come on, United!